Now, in question 2C, here we have a simultaneous equation. Values are 4 marked in the exam. Now, let's look at it. Here we have 3x minus 2y is equal to 10. And I'm just going to simply label my equations. This is equation 1. Okay, and in equation 2 I have a 2x plus 5y is equal to 13. So this is my equation, okay, 2. Now, simply, my friends, what we're going to be doing, I'm going to simply solve this pair of simultaneous equations by the process of elimination. Now, when solving a pair of simultaneous equation by elimination, what you're going to do, you're going to first choose which variable or which letter, that's what I mean by variable, you want to eliminate, okay? Here we have the x's out here, and inside here we have the y's. Now, to make it interesting, I am going to eliminate the y's, okay? You could do the same for the x's, all right? Now, since I've chosen to eliminate my y's, what I'm going to do, I'm going to, in equation 1, use the coefficient of y in equation 2 to multiply my equation 1, okay? If you notice, this is a positive 5 here. My coefficient for y in equation 2 is a positive 5, and it's very important that you watch the sign. Pay much attention to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply my equation 1 by positive 5, and then I'm going to do the same for equation 2, but I'm going to use the coefficient of y in equation 1 to do so. If you notice now, it is a negative 2, so I must multiply my equation 2 by negative 2, because negative 2 is the coefficient of y in equation 1. Hope that was useful. Now, let's just quickly get into it. Here I have a 5 times a 3x. That will give me a 15x, okay? Now I have a 5 times a negative 2y. That will give me a negative 10y, okay? 5 2 is 10, and that is equal to 10 times 5, which is 50, okay? Now, in equation 2, I have a negative 2 multiplying a positive 2x, so that will give me a positive times a negative will give me a negative 4x, okay? And then I have a negative 2 multiplying a positive 5, so I will get a negative 10y, okay? And then I have, that's equal to 13 times negative 2 will give me a negative 26, okay? Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to label this equation here. This is my equation number 3, okay? Well, maybe I should change the color so that you don't be confused by the same color codes. Okay, so here I have my equation 3, and this is my equation 4. Okay, guys. Now, quickly, what I'm going to do here, because of the fact that I'm solving by elimination. If you notice, I chose to eliminate the y, so the coefficient on my y's are the same, alright? So here, what I'm going to do, my friends, I'm just going to simply subtract my equation 4 from my equation 3. So, as I've always do, I'm going to put my equation 4 in a bracket, and I'm going to subtract, so I'm going to put the negative sign in front of the bracket, okay? And then I'm going to draw my line simply. Now, remember, when a negative sign is in front of a parenthesis or in front of a bracket, it simply means that you're going to change the sign on everything that is inside the brackets. Okay? Now, I have a negative 4x here, so obviously this negative 4x will become a positive 4x. So I have a positive 4x plus a positive 15, 4 plus 15, that will give me a positive 19x, okay? Now if you notice, I have a negative 10y here. So this negative sign will turn this automatically in a positive 10y. So up here now, I will have a positive 10 minus 10y, okay? That will leave me with a 0. So if you notice, my y's have been eliminated, okay? And this obviously is equal to, here I have a positive 50 up there, and down here I have a negative in front of the bracket. So this negative 26 will automatically becomes a positive 26. So this is positive 26 plus 50. That will give us a 76. So now, my friends, all we have to do is to simply transpose. Now we have a 19 is multiplying x, so we must take the 19 to this side. So let's do the opposite of multiplication, so which is division. So let's divide both sides by 19. All right. by 19. So 19 into itself goes once, 19 will cancel 19 there. So x is equal to, and 19 into itself goes 1, 19 into 76 goes 4 times, okay? So x is equal to 14. Now we have solved for x. So since we have solved for x, we're going to use the value of x and we're just going to substitute it in the simplest equation here. And we can use equation 1. So we can simply say substitute x is equal to 4 into equation 1, okay? And you can put it in any equation. I always say use the simplest one. So let's use 1. So we have 3x minus 2y is equal to 10. So when x is substituted, we'll have 3 is multiplying 4 because x is 4. And we're subtracting 2y from that, and that is equal to 10. All right, 3 4s, that will give us 12. And that's minus 2y, and that is equal to 10. Okay, so by transposition, my friends, we have a positive 12 here. So let's take this to the other side. So obviously we're going to have to subtract 12 from both sides. So let's write back our positive 12 there, and then we're going to have to subtract 12, and we have a negative 2y there, and that is equal to the 10 that is over that side minus the 12. Okay, because remember we had subtract 12 there. Now this 12, positive 12, will cancel out with that negative 12. So really we're left with a negative 2y, and that is equal to 10 minus 12. That will leave us with a negative 2, okay? Because remember the 12, the face value of the 12, the negative number, is larger than the face value of the positive number. So to solve for y, since we have a negative 2 is multiplying the y there, what we're going to do, we're just simply going to divide through by a negative 2. So let's divide both sides by negative 2. So here we have negative 2 into negative 2. That goes once. That will cancel out. So y is equal to a negative divided by a negative will give us a positive. And 2 into itself goes once, 2 into 2 goes once. So obviously y is 1. So therefore here we can make our statements now, my friends, that x is equal to 4, okay, and y is equal to 1, okay, and those are our answers. And feel free to try it another way. You could always work it by canceling the x's for the x's first and solve for y first, and you'll see that you'll get back the same answer. It doesn't matter which method you use, or even solve it by substitution. Okay, bye bye.